Hi, my name is Mitchell. I've been a drummer for my entire life. I think I was about 6 when I first got a drum set and went and had some lessons, and I've been doing it ever since. Now, I own an electric drum set, and that's quite new for me. I own a couple of acoustic drum sets, as most drummers tend to do. But one thing that I have never owned is a drum machine. Now, this is a Boss Dr Rhythm DR550. It's from 1990, so I was probably 3 or 4 years old when this was in development and came out. And very generously, I've been given this for free on the condition that maybe it works and maybe it doesn't. It has some issues. The headphone output, I'm told, works at a very low level, but the main outputs don't work. So I've got my drum machine here, which I'm very excited to get to playing with, and we'll see if we can fix it and get it going again. Now, I'm so very surprised that the box is still here. It's still got the price tag, $395 from Hanlon's Music Centre. Now, that's a Brisbane music shop that I remember when I was a kid. The telephone number on here only has 7 digits, so I think Brisbane went to 8-digit phone numbers in 1992 or 93. So that's my memory of being a child, and I think it's the kind of thing that, you know, in the back of my mind I remember those shorter phone numbers. It's sort of dating the piece of equipment now, but the box still exists is just crazy. It's in pretty good condition. It's a little bit tatty, but you know, generally it's pretty good for the age. I'm not looking this good, and I'm just only slightly older than it. So let's have a look and see what we can do. We'll try and fix it up, and I've got my audio cables here plugged in, ready to go to see what we can get out of it. And you know, I'm all set up, and let's have a look. Let's just see what we can get to. I'm not sure how successful we'll be, but it's something interesting for me to learn about. It's something new for me to try that I haven't done before. So let's go. So this is the box. It's in pretty good condition. If we open it at this end, it's in a foam case, which again is crazy that it still exists after all this time. Also in here is the book, the instruction manual that shows you how to do it, and I'll need that because I don't know how to use this style of drum set at all. We've got the book. It's looking a bit tired, but still intact. It's not falling apart. It's got some, you know, obviously grime and whatever from years and years, and I'm really just, my mind boggles at this type of thing because I haven't ever used this style before. So we'll see where we go with that, but we'll keep that because we'll need that. Let's take the top off. If we take it off, it's still got the plastic wrap. Now, the person who's given this to me has told me he used it heaps and heaps and heaps, so it's not as though it's a new item, and I don't expect it to be in tip-top perfect condition, but still in a little bag and everything, which I'm just, you know, this is so surprising. And here we are, the DR550, and yeah, this is my new toy. It's a little bit dusty, but yeah, look, it's looking pretty good. Hey, now these do run on batteries. They have a power supply, plug or batteries. Now, the power supply is the Boss PSA power supply. I believe it's 9 volts and then half an amp. Now, I've only got a 9 volt 1 amp power supply, so I'm not going to plug that in just in case, because I don't know if it'll handle it or not. So on the back here, we've got the little battery hatch, and I'll stick some batteries in there and we'll see if it starts up. I have to say I am slightly surprised that kind of this type of equipment would run on batteries. I can't think of anywhere I would be that I would want to run it on batteries, because I'm plugged into like a PA or something anyway. I would have cables, you know, if you're DJing and you're, you know, performing, or if you're live on stage and you're playing the drums, you would always have, yeah, a PA system and cables and all of the bits that go with that anyway, and they're all plugged into the wall. So I'm a bit surprised as to why a drum machine like this would have batteries. I guess you could sit somewhere with your headphones plugged in and like program, but I don't know how sort of interesting that would be either. I don't know why you would just do that kind of without a song. I'm not really sure. So yeah, I guess that's something that, you know, I just don't know about, which again is my own sort of lack of knowledge. Happy to be informed as to what might be the case there. So please write that. So the batteries are in. Let's do it properly, hey? Let's put that back on and we'll switch it on. Let's take these out and then unscrew this. There it is, there it's gone. So there must be a power issue here somewhere because that was working just a second ago. So I don't know what that issue would be. This is a protective sheet, probably to reduce interference and things like that. So we don't want to damage this if we can avoid it, but it's a little bit in the way. So I'm happy to kind of move that out of the way and just bend it out of shape and just hope that later I can put it back. Just got to live with that, I think. So again, there's an image on the screen there. It looks as though something's happening. There's something flashing. I don't know what that means. And then these. Doesn't seem as though anything's happening. I'm just going to kind of squish that back down and hope that, yeah, there's a bit sticking out there. But we'll hope that I haven't damaged anything inside. So this is the volume knob. I'm just going to turn this sort of halfway. Again, I'm told that sort of doesn't work. Now, if I press start, as I'm pressing start, it's resetting. Interesting. So if I hold this, so probably something shorting here. I don't know what that would be. Don't know if I should be touching this with it switched on, but we're going to give it a go anyhow. So just going to press it. So these buttons seem to be, doing something, but then when I press play, it resets. And if I press stop, it resets. So I'm worried about those buttons that are there. I'm going to turn this up again. I'm going to plug these in the main outputs here. So I've got my headphones here. This is plugged into the computer where this is plugged into. I can hear this clicking through the microphone, which I guess is a good. Let's reset again. So yeah, definitely some sort of power kind of supply issue. And now these buttons are very soft feeling, so I'm going to try and hold them in place. Okay, so I'm going to unplug these. I'm going to flip this over. And it seems like this is very loose, so I'm just going to tighten it. I'll tighten this one too while I'm here. This is only very low voltage kind of stuff, so I'm not worried about zapping myself or anything. Maybe I should be, I'm not really sure. So pushing all these different buttons does change, the menu here. I don't know what they do. Song, measure, pattern. Song 1, measure 1. Song 2, measure 1. Song 3. Every time I hit play, it resets. these cables are no longer plugged in. I can hold them there, and then this cable is plugged in, and I can see that coming up on the screen. We can hear that. So I'm going to plug this into the headphone output. So that's tape save, and this is headphones. So there's tape save and headphones, and so I can plug that in, and it's switched itself off again. Switch back on. Play is still resetting. So there's this button here is not very good. Interesting. There. I'm going to turn the gain right up. Alright, so there's definitely some signal there. If I turn this right up, let's see. So, we've obviously got some power issues here. I don't know if that's because of how I've opened it up and kind of touched stuff. So I guess we'll have to find out if we can fix that. But there's definitely drum sounds coming out of there. So we've got a very strong starting point there. So let's plug this back in. Let's see if it does it. Yep, switches itself off. There we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. I'm going to plug that in. We're getting signal. I mean, that sounds like a mess, but it did something. And then it'll reset itself. Okay, so something's going on. I don't know what's going on, but something is. So that's kind of interesting. I might click. What did I click before? 1. No, that switched it off. 2. So this is song 2. Song 3. Reset. Okay, song 4. Reset. Song 5. Reset. Okay, so I think we're getting somewhere. Maybe. You know what? We're going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Come back next week or whenever. Not sure when I'll do it. I'm going to do some more reading up. And on this particular issue, when you press start and it resets, I'm going to look into it. My assumption was there'd be some loose connections or something on the inside. That's obviously not the case. So we will come back to this at a later date. Thanks for watching. Stay in touch. Put your suggestions down below. please don't just tell me to get serviced by somebody who's an expert. That's not the point here. Otherwise, I would just do that. So I'm here to learn. I'm here to kind of experiment a little bit, and it looks like I've learned some stuff already. So indulge me some more. See you soon. Bye-bye.